You might ask me, why am I doing this? Why am I saving babies? Why am I standing up for the truth? The hospital killed my mother. They robbed me of the chance to save my mother. I was given the title registered nurse 5 years ago, meaning I have the qualifications, the skills to save somebody who's in distress, and the hospital denied me the chance to do that for my own mother. The whole time I was in nursing school, my mother was my biggest fan. She was so proud of me because I went from low life, selfish, demonic teenager to a meth addict to just doing no good. And I finally turned my life around and I decided to be a nurse so that I can help people who are less fortunate. Maybe people that don't have a voice. So the hospital took her from me. Didn't even give me a chance to be there for her. Before my mom died, I started working on postpartum, and I was really disturbed by the amount of times that we have to poke babies with needles. It's just really a disgusting feeling to inject something into a baby who is helpless and doesn't know it's coming, and it doesn't even need to be in their body. You know, like hepatitis B vaccines. So that's just an idea that if you give a baby a hepatitis B vaccine, they won't get hepatitis B. But of course they're not going to get hepatitis B because hepatitis B comes from sexual contact. So why are we giving this to babies? I don't know either. So I would come home from work and my mom would be there ready for a Nayet treatment, which she loved. And I would vent to her about how much I hate working on postpartum because I hate poking babies, because these are God's babies and they're innocent beings and we have no right to poke them and inject toxic substances into their bodies. So my mom would say, don't quit. Those babies need you and you're saving them. You're saving them because you give parents information that nobody else is giving them. You're giving them the truth. So I realized that by speaking out, I'm probably going to lose my job. And if being a nurse means that I have to just sit back and be quiet and watch other babies get jabbed with different substances, and I have to be quiet when I find out that 22 of them died in the month of August at one hospital, and that it's very likely that all of those mothers were vaccinated, because that's been the pattern over the last year and a half. All these babies that are dying, all these babies that have these new health problems that no one's really seen before, all the echoes that are done on these babies because something's up with their heart, breathing issues, NICU, all this stuff. These have all been increased. So it's not right. So if being a nurse means that I don't get to save my own mother, I don't get to save babies, and I have to sit back and be quiet while people are doing things that are evil, then I don't want to work there. No amount of money can make me inject poisons into a baby. And if as a mother, if you don't get that disgusting feeling when someone tells you I have to inject this toxic substance into your baby, and you don't shout at the top of your lungs to stop, you really need a wake-up call. I also realize that I'm probably going to lose my nursing license, but I don't need a license for people to know who I am, because the thing about me is I do tell the truth. My words are congruent with what I do. So I don't need something on paper saying that I'm educated. So you could take my license, you could take my job, my money, my livelihood. But at the end, if people wake up and they stop hurting God's babies, and they start taking care of each other and being more loving to each other, stop being robotic, stop following orders, then I've done my job.